They say that words are like magic, and in the language of deception, this magic can weave spells that are as invisible as the wind yet as powerful as a storm. Imagine, if you will, standing on the edge of a vast forest. The trees are thick, their branches reaching out like fingers ready to ensnare. Deceptive language is much like this forest, enticing at the entrance, yet complex and disorienting as you venture deeper. You may find yourself lost before you even realize you've taken the first step. Our journey begins with an understanding that deception is not just lying. It's a masterful dance of shadows where the truth is often hidden in plain sight. Imagine the smooth whisper of silk across your skin, a touch so gentle you almost forget to notice it. That's how deception, in its most artful form, can feel. It is rarely a blunt instrument. More often, it's a carefully crafted illusion that plays upon the comfort of familiarity, the reassurance of presumed truths. Consider the way politicians or advertisers speak. They are the architects of promise, painting pictures with words that glow brighter than the truth. They use what psychologists call framing. Simply put, it's the way information is presented to us. With deft hands, they construct their sentences so that our minds fill in the gaps with what we wish to hear, not necessarily what is true. Imagine a fog rolling in, thick and enveloping, and you're standing there trusting your eyes despite the distortion. That is the power of framing. It whispers possibilities while obscuring realities. Now let's delve into another tool of deception, the power of omission. Picture sitting by a roaring fire on a cold night. The warmth is all-encompassing, and you might not notice the shadows dancing in the corners, the parts left unsaid. In conversation, omission can be the pregnant pause where the truth quietly slips away. The storyteller leaves out select details, leading you to conclusions that seem natural but are far from it. Our brains are wired to fill in blanks. We create narratives from incomplete information, leading to a tapestry of beliefs woven from threads of absence. Then there's the sweet siren of flattery. Imagine being wrapped in a soft, plush blanket, warm and snug. Flattery wraps around us, soothing and disarming. We lower our defenses when someone makes us feel valued, understood, unique. Deception is often dressed in compliments, making us want to believe the impossible, simply because it feels so good to hear. In moments of despair or self-doubt, flattery can be the balm that blinds us to manipulation, making the deceptive whisper all the more potent. But how do we navigate this forest of deception without becoming hopelessly lost? By honing an awareness as sharp as a blade. Picture a lighthouse, its beam cutting through the thickest fog. That's the light of critical thinking. It demands that we question the narratives woven around us. It asks us to pause, to dissect the words, and search for the truths hidden beneath layers of possibility. When we listen actively, we tune into inconsistencies, the discordant notes in an otherwise harmonious melody. We must also embrace the uncomfortable truth that sometimes we deceive ourselves. Like a mirror reflecting back an unfamiliar face, self-deception can be the most insidious form of all. We rationalize, justify, and reshape our perceptions to fit the stories we prefer. We are the magician and the audience, caught in our own spell. But in recognizing this, we gain power. We can choose to confront our biases, to seek clarity amidst our illusions. In the labyrinth of language, the only real safeguard is self-awareness. Imagine the quiet strength of a tree standing firm in a storm. It bends with the wind yet remains rooted. We must remain grounded in our values, our truths, even as deceptive words swirl around us. So as we step away from the forest, take with you this insight, a whisper of wisdom in the rustle of leaves. Deception may be a tangled web, but every thread is spun from a source. In learning to question, to think critically, to recognize the subtle caress of deceit, we cultivate an inner compass that guides us through both the shadows and the light. In this way, we become the masters of our minds, capable of seeing through the illusions spun by others and perhaps even the ones we spin for ourselves.